Hello students, welcome back to Statistics by Savita. ಈಗ 10 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಇಂದು ಇನ್ನೆರಡು ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ಮಾಡೆಲ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ನಾನು ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಕಿವ್ನೆಸ್ ಮತ್ತು ರಿಗ್ರೆಷನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳಬಹುದು. ಓಕೆ, ಈಗ ಸ್ಕಿವ್ನೆಸ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಯೂನಿವೇರಿಯೇಟ್ ಡೇಟಾದಲ್ಲಾದರೆ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಿಮಗೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಬೈವೇರಿಯೇಟು ಕೋರಿಲೇಷನ್ ನಾನೇನದು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಒಂದು ಮಾಡಿದ್ನಲ್ಲ, ಕಾಲ್ ಪಿಯರ್ಸನ್ಸ್ ಕೋಯಿಫಿಷಿಯಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಬೈವೇರಿಯೇಟ್ ಡೇಟಾ, ಅದ್ರ ಬದಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ರಿಗ್ರೆಷನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಈಗ ನಾನು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಯೂನಿವೇರಿಯೇಟ್ ಡೇಟಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಕಿವ್ನೆಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ತೋರಿಸ್ತೀನಿ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಸ್ಕಿವ್ನೆಸ್ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಮಾಡೋದಂದ್ರೆ, ಈಗ ಸ್ಕಿವ್ನೆಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ ಪಿಯರ್ಸನ್ಸ್ ಕೋಯಿಫಿಷಿಯಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಕಿವ್ನೆಸ್ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಈಸ್ S is equals to x bar minus z divided by sigma. ಹೌದಾ, x bar minus z divided by sigma. ಯೂಸಲಿ ಕಾಲ್ ಪಿಯರ್ಸನ್ಸ್ ಕೋಯಿಫಿಷಿಯಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಕಿವ್ನೆಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಇದನ್ನೇ ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು. ಇಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ ಜಡ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಇಫ್ ಮೋಡ್ ಈಸ್ ಇಲ್ ಡಿಫೈನ್ಡ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ವೆರಿ ರೇರ್ ಕೇಸ್ನಾಗ ಅಗದಿ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇದ್ರೊಳಗೆ ಇದನ್ನ ಪರ್ಸೆಂಟೇಜ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಇದನ್ನ ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು. 3 into x bar minus median divided by sigma ಅಂತಾನು ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಇಲ್ಲ ಬೌಲೆಸ್ ಕೋಯಿಫಿಷಿಯಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಕಿವ್ನೆಸ್, it is based on quartiles. This is based on quartiles, that is Bowley's coefficient of skewness S is equals to Q3 plus Q1 minus 2Q2 divided by Q3 minus Q1. ಬಟ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದಂದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಕಿವ್ನೆಸ್ ಹೆಂಗಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಈಗ ಇದು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಬಾರ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಜಡ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಸಿಗ್ಮಾ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ. ಇಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ Q3 ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, Q1 Q2 is nothing but that is a median. ಓಕೆ, ಈಗ ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ನಾನು. ಈಗ ಇದನ್ನೇ ತಗೋಣ. ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಕಾಲ್ ಪಿಯರ್ಸನ್ಸ್ ಕೋಯಿಫಿಷಿಯಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಕಿವ್ನೆಸ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಫಾಲೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಡೇಟಾ. ಈಗ ಒಂದು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಫ್ರೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹೌದಾ, ಈಗ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಮತ್ತೆ ಫ್ರೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾಗ ನಿಮ್ಗಿಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರೀಟ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಆಯ್ತಿದು. ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರೀಟ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ತೋರಿಸ್ತೀನಿ ನೋಡಿ ನಾನು ನಿಮಗಿಲ್ಲಿ. ಈಗ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಎಫ್, ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಗಿವನ್. ಓಕೆ, then what you have to calculate? Skewness S is equals to x bar minus z divided by sigma. You have to calculate. Calculate Carl Pearson's coefficient of skewness from the following data anta irutte nimagalli. Okay, then you have to calculate it as a xf. Then x bar you have to calculate. How you are calculating x bar? X bar is equals to summation of fx divided by capital N. ಹೌದಾ, ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಬಾರ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ. ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಟೆಂಡೆನ್ಸಿ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟೆಡ್. ದೆನ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಆಸ್ ಅ ಎಫ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್. ಯು ಆರ್ ಟೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಅ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್ ಎಫ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಬೈ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಎನ್. ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಸಮೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಫ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ದೆನ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟಿಂಗ್ and you are calculating a x bar. Then how you are calculating z? Z is, here the x values are there, the frequencies are given. Okay, then which one is the highest frequency? Class interval kottilla illi. Class interval is not given, only the values are there according to this. Just I will show you here. The 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42. Here frequencies 4, 7, 9, 18, 15, 10, 5. Okay, then which one is the highest frequency? 18 is the highest frequency. What's that's value? That is a 24. Then you have to consider Z is a 24. Z is equals to a 24. Then Z is equals to a highest frequency. Frequencies x value we have to take it. Okay, x bar is over and z is over. Then how you are calculating a sigma? Sigma is equals to the square root of summation of fx square divided by capital N minus summation of fx divided by capital N whole square. This is a formula of a sigma, standard deviation. How to calculate mean and standard deviation ಅಂತ ಯಾರೋ ನಾನು ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, ಅದು ಆಯ್ತು ಇದು ಆಯ್ತು ಅಂತ, ಸ್ಕಿವ್ನೆಸ್ ಆಯ್ತು ಅಂತ. Then if how to calculate a standard deviation is sigma like that. Then fx you already calculated. Then if you have to calculate a fx square, how you are calculating fx into x, ಇವೆರಡು ಮತ್ತೆ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, ದೆನ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಗೆಟಿಂಗ್ ಆಸ್ ಅ fx square. ಇದನ್ನ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಡಿ, ಡೋಂಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಒನ್. ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ fx into x means x square, only x square. F is as it is, fx square. Okay. After taking this one, this is the summation of fx square. Then you are substituting the value summation of fx square divided by capital N minus summation of fx divided by capital N whole square. Okay, then you are calculating all the three, then you are substituting it in the formula. Okay, either it is a positive or negative. If it is negative value, that is a negative skewness. If it is a positive value, that is a positive skewness. Okay, according to this example, this is 0.139, that is a skewness is a positive. Okay, then if they give a class interval and frequency, same example, then how you are calculating? You are taking as a midpoint x, then f into x you have to take it. Okay, then the one more formula, for this one you need a fx square, then you are calculating fx square, then x bar is same, x bar is equals to summation of fx divided by capital N, then sigma is equals to the square root of summation of fx square divided by capital N minus summation of fx divided by capital N whole square. Sigma we got it, x bar we got it. Then how we are calculating a z value? Z is equals to the highest frequency you have to see. Okay, if it is highest frequency, that class interval you have to take it. Okay, then this you have to take it as fm, this one is f1, this one is f2, then z is equals to, you have to take it as a z is equals to fm minus f1 divided by L plus 2fm minus f1 minus f2 into c you have to calculate. Okay, you have to calculate a formula like that. Fm is a highest frequency, the preceding value you have to take it as f1, the succeeding value you have to take it as f2. Then this is a class interval, c is a width of the class interval, you have to take it, and just you are substituting in this, and after that s is equals to x bar minus z divided by sigma you are calculating. Okay, if z is ill defined ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ಯಾವಾಗ ನೀವು ಮೀಡಿಯನ್ ಹಾಕ್ತೀರಾ, ಮೀಡಿಯನ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ತಗೊಳ್ತೀರಾ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, ಇಫ್ ದ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಈಸ್ z ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಈಸ್ ಎರಡು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಇದ್ರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ 2 values, if the highest frequencies 2 are there, that time we have to take it as a median value. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೊಂದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ತೋರಿಸ್ತೀನಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. ಈಗ just you observe here, the 40 is the highest value in this. Again the one more 40 is there, 40. Which one you have to take it as mode? No, 2 values are there. It is a bimodal. That's why you have to take it as it is a bimodal. Thus the Karl Pearson's coefficient of skewness is found by using the formula 3 into x bar minus median divided by sigma. Okay. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಶಾರ್ಟ್ಕಟ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಇದು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ದೊಡ್ಡದಿದ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ, ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಹೆಂಗಾದ್ರೂ ನೀವು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟರ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕತ್ತೀರಾ, ನಿಮ್ ಕೈಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟರ್ ಇದೆ, ಬೆಟರ್ ಯು ಟೇಕ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಫ್ ಯು ಡ್ಯಾಶ್ ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋ ಬದ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಎಫ್ ಇಂಟು ಎಫ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್. ಈಗ ನೀವು ಮೀಡಿಯನ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮೀಡಿಯನ್ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ N by 2. Then you have to take it the capital N by 2 ತಗೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು you have to take it as that class interval. Then L plus, how you are taking N by 2 minus CF divided by F into C you are taking, that is LCF you are taking class intervals, frequency and LCF. Then you have median class you have to calculate, and the same x bar is same, and this sigma is same, only how to calculate a median. You know how to calculate a median. Median is you are calculating, this is a one type, this is a one more type, okay, this is one more type. That is if mode is ill defined, ನಾನು ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು ಪ್ರೊಸೀಜರ್ನ, ನೀವು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಇಂಟರ್ವಲ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಫ್ರೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ದೆನ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಟೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಆಸ್ ಅ ಮಿಡ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್, then fx square. Okay, for that x bar you are calculating summation of fx divided by capital N. Then sigma you are calculating as a square root of summation of fx divided by capital N, fx square, summation of fx divided by capital N whole square. Okay, you are calculating for this. Then for median you have to take it as a class interval, frequency, and LCF you have to take it. Then after taking LCF, you have to median class, you have to calculate n divided by 2. n divided by 2, you are getting a one value, then you come to that value, that is LCF. Take a class interval, usually middle bartada. Middle bandinda, you have to take it as a m is equals to L plus n by 2 minus CF divided by F into C. You have to calculate. C means the width of the class interval. N by 2 you already calculated. CF means the preceding class. F means the frequency of the median class. L is a lower limit of the class interval. You have to calculate, and after that you have to substitute it in the S is equals to x bar 3 times x bar minus median divided by sigma. Okay, this you have to take it. I think it is understood. This whole skewness is understood, girls, students. I think it is understood. Okay, then how to calculate a Bowley's coefficient of skewness. Bowley's coefficient of skewness ಹೆಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ? If the single value is given, no problem, you have to calculate it easily. Q3 plus Q1, ಇಲ್ಲೊಂದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರು ನೋಡ್ರಿ, 1 ಬಂದಿತ್ತದು. ಓಕೆ, ಯಾ ಇಲ್ಲಿದೆ ನೋಡಿ. Compute Bowley's coefficient of skewness for the following data: number of children and number of families. This is x and this one is a frequency. Okay, how we are calculating this one? This is a discrete frequency distribution is given. Bowley's coefficient of skewness is Q3 plus Q1 minus 2Q2 divided by Q3 minus Q1. The formula and sign, formulaದಲ್ಲಿ sign very important. ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಮೈನಸ್ ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀರಾ, the whole problem becomes a wrong. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಅದು ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಬಟ್ ರಾಂಗ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತಲ್ಲಿ. You have to be careful when you are taking a formula. Okay, the x values and frequency values, LCF. For median and quartiles, must and should you need a you need a LCF. You have to calculate a LCF. Then Q1 is equals to capital N plus 1 divided by 4. 59. 59 means 59 plus 1 divided by 60 divided by 4, that is a 15. 15 where it comes, that is a 1. Then Q2. Q2 is equals to 2 into N plus 1 divided by 4. That is 2 into 60. 120 divided by 4, that is 30. 30 where it comes in between 21 and 46, LCF. Then you have to take it as a 2. Then Q3 is equals to 3 into N plus 1 divided by 4. And that is a 3 into N. What is N? N is a 59. 60. 3 into 60. Okay, divided by 4, that is a 45. 45 answer is also, that is 21 to 46, 2. Then after that, Bowley's coefficient of skewness is, you are substituting in the formula, 2 plus 1 minus 2 into 2 divided by 2 minus 1, that is a minus 1 divided by, okay. I think it is clear. Okay, the same way you have to calculate a class intervals also. Find the measure of a skewness based on quartiles for the following data. Okay, then you have to class interval, frequency and LCF you have to take it. Okay, then Q1 is equals to, that is capital N by 4. Okay, the Q1 you have to calculate as a after n divided by 4. ಈಗ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರೀಟ್ ಕೇಸ್, ಈ ಕೇಸಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ತೋರಿಸಿದ್ನಲ್ಲ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ, ಈ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ n plus 1 divided by 4. But in this, the class interval when you are considering capital N by 4, capital N by 4. Then this is 420. 420 divided by 4, 105. 105 where it comes in between 88 and 148. Then you have to take it as a 32, 35 you have to take it. Q2 class. Q2 class is a 2n by 4. 2n means 2 into 420 divided by 4. Then you are getting as a 210 answer. Then it comes in between these two, 148 and 260. The 260's class interval is 35 to 40. Then the same way Q3 is also 3n by 4, 315. 315 it comes in between 260 and 354. Then the class interval you have to take it as a 40 to 45. And then after this, okay, Q1 is equals to L plus N by 4. First Q1 you are calculating, that is a 1n by 4. Q2 is 2n by 4. Q3 is 3n by 4. Okay, the L changes, okay, according to this class interval. You have to take it as a lower limit, and n by 4 minus CF divided by CF means the preceding class, preceding in the LCF class, that is 88. Just you observe here 148, here it is at 260. Okay, then after substituting and after calculating, you have to substitute it in the Bowley's coefficient of skewness, Q3 plus Q1 divided minus 2Q2 divided by Q3 minus Q1. Okay, then you have to substitute all the values, minus value it comes minus, then it is called as a coefficient of skewness is a negative. It is a negatively skewed distribution. Okay, this is a class interval quartiles. It is based on Bowley's coefficient of skewness, that is only a skewness. ಇದನ್ನು ನಿಮಗೆ 10 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸಿಗೂ ಬರ್ಬೋದು, ಇದು ಕೂಡ 10 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸಿಗೆ ಬರ್ಬೋದು. ಇದೆರಡು 10 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸಿಗೆ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಮೀನ್ ಡೆವಿಯೇಷನ್ ಅಥವಾ CV ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಮು, ಕೊಯಿಫಿಷಿಯಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ವೇರಿಯೇಷನ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಬಂದದಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಇದು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಇದಾವೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. 2 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸಿಂದ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಬರ್ಬೋದು. ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ನಿಮ್ಗಿದು ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಒಂದು ಕಡೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ 1 ಮಾರ್ಕಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಇದನ್ನ ಕೇಳ್ಬಹುದು. 1 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಅಥವಾ 2 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತದೆ ಇದು. ಓಕೆ ಓಕೆ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್, ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವಂತ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡಿ. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಅ ವೆರಿ ಈಸಿ ಸಮ್ಸ್. ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಗೋ ಥ್ರೂ ಇಟ್. ಇಫ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಗೆಟಿಂಗ್ ಎನಿ ಸಮ್, just comment. Okay students, thank you for watching the video. Subscribe, like and comment the video.